contestants from Jefferson. Banneker Academic. And Richard Montgomery meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. This is the opening round. You know how it works. Each team begins with 100 points. 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. And the contestants don't see what you do on the screens at home. Let's begin. 35 years ago. Forget current events and see if you can identify these people and events that made headlines 35 years ago in 1985. Scientists discovered a hole in this oxygen layer over Jefferson.
Ozone? Is it ozone?
Yep, it's ozone. 1985 saw the second inauguration of the Montgomery.
Reagan.
Yeah, it's Reagan. Libby Riddles became the first woman to win this Alaska dog sled race. Montgomery?
I did it wrong.
That's it. There was a coup in this large African country where Khartoum is capital. Montgomery?
Sudan.
That's right, yeah. The Best Picture Oscar went to this film whose title is Mozart's middle name. Jefferson.
Amadeus.
That's it. Looking for things that happened in 1985. NASA launched this space shuttle. Montgomery.
Challenger.
Nope, it was Atlantis. On the stock market, this industrial average reached 1,500. Montgomery.
Dow Jones Industrial.
Yep. The first mandatory seatbelt law went into effect in this Empire State. Montgomery.
New York.
That's it, and that's the end of the round. We'll be right back.
It's Academic. Now in its 59th year, and for over 50 years, sponsored by Giant Food.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's Academic. We're very happy you're sharing part of your Saturday morning with us. All of these teams are good teams. They've each won their first round, and they're back for this playoff game. Let's meet them. We begin with Jefferson High School from Fairfax County. Kevin, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm a 17-year-old junior at Jefferson, and I am a member of our school's track team. I would like to thank Anurag Kashyap, our alternate, and all of our other teammates who practice with us and motivate us.
Wonderful. Hiya, William. Good to see you.
Hi, I'm William. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Thomas Jefferson. I'm also a proud member of the Bridge Club. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Mr. Smolinski and Mr. Laffey, as well as our principal, Dr. Bonatadabis, for being here today.
Wonderful. I'm Karthik. Hiya.
Hi, I'm Karthik, a 17-year-old senior at TJ and a member of the school band. I'd like to thank our friends and family for being here today and supporting us.
What do you play?
I play the euphonium.
The euphonium, really? Not that many people play that. Well, okay, here we go, guys. Decor on a ship. You can decorate your score with 20 points if you find here what word naming the luminous ring around the sun.
Corona. Corona.
Yep, that's it. Apprehension, courage, pride. A person who is timorous is filled with which of these?
Apprehension. Wait, I don't know.
It's courage.
Courage?
Courage.
Courage?
Courage.
No, it's apprehension. Incheon Landing, Panmunjom. If you Google these words, you'll find information about what war fought by the United States in Asia in the 1950s.
Korean War.
Yeah. X-rays, neutrons, bacteria. In 1935, Sir James Chadwick received a Nobel Prize for his discovery of which of these?
Neutrons.
Yes. Only the pure in heart can make a good soup. This tasty comment comes from what 18th to 19th century German composer who wrote 9 wonderful symphonies.
Schubert.
No, Beethoven and his famous Ninth Symphony, remember? Jefferson, 180 points. From Banneker Academic in Washington, D.C., Marlene, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Mar. I'm a senior at Benjamin Banneker, and I'd like to thank all our friends and family who came out here to support us.
All right, Rosemary, hello.
Hi, I'm Rosemary. I'm a 15-year-old sophomore. I'd like to thank our coach, Mr. Kabinge, and our administrators.
Great. Christian, tell us about yourself.
My name is Christian. I am a sophomore at Banneker. I am a proud member of Mikvah Challenge, which is a youth activism program, and I would like to thank our friends and family.
Wonderful. Here we go, guys. See Grandpa later. You'll see 20 points if you can find in this phrase what term for the roof of the mouth.
Palate.
Yeah. Capricious, inflexible, insipid. A person who is impulsive and subject to whim can best be described by which of these adjectives?
Capricious.
That's it. Granicus, Arbella. If you Googled these two words, you'd find they were battles fought by what ancient Macedonian king known as the Great?
Alexander.
Yeah, that's right. Hibiscus, mushroom, watercress. Which of these is a saprophyte that contains no chlorophyll and draws nourishment from other organic matter?
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms it is. This is all a weary, long mistake. These words were written by what Confederate general whose name was given to a famous but futile charge at the Battle of Gettysburg?
Pickett. Pickett.
That's it. Nice, Banneker. 200 points. From Rockville, Maryland, Richard Montgomery High School. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing well. My name is Justin. I am a 16-year-old junior, and I also enjoy being part of the debate team.
Wonderful.
And I'd like to thank our friends and family for being here.
Great. Derek, how about you?
Hi, my name is Derek. I'm an 18-year-old senior at Richard Montgomery High School, and I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dr. McDonald, Ms. Gallant, and our administrators as well.
All righty. And Abhinav, hiya.
Hey, my name is Abhinav. I'm a 17-year-old junior at Richard Montgomery High School. I'm a member of our school's Model United Nations team, and I'd like to thank our alternate Michael for coming out here and our teammate Dinesh for coming out here as well.
Okay, guys. Now extra cheap. There will be nothing cheap about this phrase if you find within it the name of what tube that carries air to your lungs.
Trachea?
Yep, that's it. Precise, secret, cheerful. A person who is meticulous can best be described by which of these words?
Precise.
Yes. Skegadal Vorensfos. If you Google these words, you'll learn they are waterfalls in what Scandinavian country noted for its scenic fjords?
Norway?
Yeah. Barium, boron, bromine. The chemical symbol of which of these elements is simply the letter B?
Boron?
Right. By the grace of Almighty God, our forces stand again on Philippine soil. These words were spoken in 1944 by what American general who had earlier vowed, I shall return?
MacArthur?
That is correct. Richard Montgomery, 240 points. Stick around. We have the picture perfect round coming at you next.
People aren't talking about Giant's all-natural Nature's Promise chicken. They're not talking about our fresh, pre-cut veggies or Giant's delicious grab-and-go salads and sandwiches. They're not talking because they're eating. Oh, wow. Yum. At Giant, we carry over 900 Nature's Promise products that we feel good about feeding our families. So you can, too. The little things are Giant.
This isn't our first flip. And sure, some renovations can require a bit of compromise. But there's no settling here. At Floor & Decor, she gets to fulfill her vision while I get in-stock products at budget-friendly prices, all in one trip. Plus, we get the installation materials we need to get it done right and right on time. It's a win-win. Now that's shopping like a pro.
Buy online and pick up your product curbside. Visit flooranddecor.com today.
Welcome back. Today's contestants will receive tickets to a Washington Nationals game. The new season is underway, so plan ahead to enjoy baseball with our World Series champions. Yeehaw! At National Park. To buy tickets, visit nationals.com. And while they're off at the stadium, we would love it if you went to our Facebook page and liked us. Time for the Picture Perfect round. Before we begin, let's recap the scores. Jefferson, 180, Banneker, 200, Richard Montgomery, 240. As you know, questions in this round are worth 20 points up or down. Roses were first planted near the White House by what president who was also our first vice? Richard Montgomery?
John Adams?
Yes, that's it. Choice. This painting, The Girl with a Red Hat, is the work of what 17th century Dutch painter? Richard Montgomery. Answer?
Vermeer.
It is Vermeer, yeah. This 1909 music was one of the first works by what American songwriter who later wrote God Bless America? The answer is really, guys, Irving Berlin. Have you heard of him? Oh, good, I'm glad, okay. He's great. What is the y-intercept of this curve? Montgomery.
5.
Yeah, it's 5. This is the handwriting of what German philosopher who wrote, Thus Spake Zara? Banneker.
Nietzsche.
Yep, you got it. Embezzlement was the crime that led to a 3-year prison term for what American author who wrote, Montgomery? Answer? In 3, 2.
Capote.
Nah, O. Henry. If you aren't in over your head, how do you know how tall you are? This question was raised by what poet who wrote the love song of J. Alfred Jefferson?
Eliot.
Yeah. These 2018 fireworks celebrated the 100th anniversary of the independence of Estonia, Lithuania, and what? Montgomery.
Latvia.
Latvia it is, and that is the end of the round. See you in a minute.
People aren't talking about Giant's all-natural Nature's Promise chicken. They're not talking about our fresh, pre-cut veggies or Giant's delicious grab-and-go salads and sandwiches. They're not talking because they're eating. Oh, wow. Yum. At Giant, we carry over 900 Nature's Promise products that we feel good about feeding our families. So you can, too. The little things are Giant.
Right now, Checkers is offering 2 Big Bufords for just $7. Yes, this is real. You aren't dreaming. No need to pinch yourself. That's 2 juicy stacked with all the fixins Big Bufords for $7. When you take your first bite into the 2 hand-seasoned 100% beef patties on a toasted bakery-style bun, you'll see why it's such a classic. 2 for $7 Big Bufords, only at Checkers. And now, for a limited time, get Checkers delivered for free.
It is time to meet all of the faculty and coaches that help prepare these teams for competition, and they're good. You already know this is a playoff match. We'll begin with Jefferson High School. William, who'd you bring along today?
Hi. First off, we brought our lovely principal, Dr. Banneker, as well as Mr. Smolinski, a chemistry teacher, and Mr. Laffey, an English teacher.
As always, it's really good to have you guys. From Banneker Academic, Rosemary, who's with you?
We have Miss Francis, one of our administrators, and Mr. Kavinge, who's a physics teacher and also our coach.
Wonderful, really good to see you. And from Richard Montgomery, Derek, who did you guys bring?
We brought our coaches and sponsors, Dr. McDonald, our econ and math teacher, along with Miss Gallen, also a math teacher.
Great to have you back. It's the packet round. Jefferson is going to answer questions from one of these 3 packets. Banneker Academic gets to choose which packet it's going to be.
2.
2. And you know I always say bells and whistles and lights. This time you really light up if you get all 8 questions right. Here we go. Even if you're not a runner, you can read Haruki Murakami's book about his 25-year obsession with what sort of 26-mile foot race?
Marathon.
That's it. In 1800, there were just 30 houses and a church in a sun-baked settlement that is now what California city with the largest population?
Los Angeles.
Answer?
Los Angeles?
Yeah, it's Los Angeles. Since most of the German mercenaries hired to fight in the American Revolution came from a particular principality, the colonists gave them what name?
Hessians.
Hessians it is. Science question? Which of these is the lowest region on the Earth's surface, the deepest part of the ocean floor?
Mariana Trench.
That is right. When Francis Henry IV signed the Edict of Nantes, it was a great victory for what French Protestants who gained certain rights for the first time?
Huguenots?
Yeah. His days as a prisoner of war in Dresden, where he witnessed the 1945 firebombing of that city, led what American author to write Slaughterhouse-Five?
Kurt Vonnegut.
You've got it. Here's your math question. What is the value of this expression if x equals 8?
11?
Yeah. In an effort to deal with the Texas government's financial problems, an offer to sell the state's 4-ship navy was made by what man, the first governor of Texas?
Houston?
Bells, lights, whistles, woohoo, Jefferson, 25-point bonus. Well done. To Banneker Academic, Richard Montgomery, which packet, 1 or 3?
3.
3. Ladies, gentlemen. Harold Pinter wrote many plays, but only one novel, a book named for what sort of small person, such as the 7 who befriended Snow White?
Dwarfs.
Yeah, that's it. In order to travel directly from the Earth to our sun, you would cross the orbital paths of how many other planets?
3.
Nope, 2, Mercury and Venus. You will not find the Taurus Mountains in the zodiac. They're in what Eurasian country where Ankara is capital? Answer?
Turkey.
Yep, it's Turkey. Science question. Which of these is the approximate mass in grams of 1 liter of water at room temperature?
100?
No, it's 1,000. A vast ocean trapped below an icy crust was found on Jupiter's moon, Ganymede, by what spacecraft named for a Renaissance Italian astronomer and physicist?
Galileo?
It is Galileo. If you're rushed for time, you might enjoy what type of verse form consisting of just 17 syllables arranged in 3 lines?
Haiku?
Yeah, it's a haiku. Here's your math question. Solve for A if B equals 9.
70?
70 is it. As our envoy to Mexico in the 1860s, Thomas Corwin tried to prevent what unlucky Habsburg Archduke from becoming Emperor of Mexico?
Say it.
Napoleon?
No, it was Maximilian. Good shot, though. Banneker with 320 points. And that leaves packet number 1 for Richard Montgomery. According to Benjamin Franklin, people would starve if forced to live on what optimistic quality associated with the mythical Pandora?
Curiosity?
No, hope. Hope in Pandora's box. In 2002, the grandson of what man replicated his grandfather's historic nonstop 1927 solo flight from New York to Paris?
Lindbergh?
You've got it. The Chinese city of Hangzhou was described as the most splendid in the world by what 13th century Italian traveler who spent 17 years at the court of Kublai Khan?
Marco Polo?
Yeah, here's your science question. The Haber process unites 2 gases under high pressure and temperature to form which of these?
Ammonia?
Ammonia, it is. Many modern cities have civic centers, but in ancient Rome, citizens gathered to discuss public affairs in what area between the Capitoline and the Palatine Hills?
Forum?
Yes. No scenery is necessary for what Thornton Wilder play, where the stage manager talks to the audience while sitting on a chair on an empty stage.
Our Town?
Our Town is right. Here's your math question. Simplify this expression, assuming x is positive.
2x to the 4th?
That's it. During the Yorktown campaign that ended the American Revolution, 2 key rivers were blockaded by ships commanded by what French admiral?
Rochambeau?
No, it was de Grasse. But well done, Richard Montgomery. 420 points. We've got the grab bag round coming up next, so don't go away.
People aren't talking about how Giant's Nature's Promise items are free from artificial ingredients and fit your budget. They're not talking because they're eating. Morning. I love breakfast. At Giant, unlock personalized savings on the foods you love most with your Giant card.
Right now, Checkers has 2 Big Bufords for just $7. This is real. You aren't dreaming. That's 2 juicy, filled with all the fixins Big Bufords for $7. Only at Checkers. And now, for a limited time, get Checkers delivered for free.
Lazy Boy has reopened. And we're doing more than ever to make your shopping experience as comfortable as our furniture, limiting those in store, taking appointments, and offering free design services. Lazy Boy, live life comfortably.
People aren't talking about how giant spiral ham is smoked with real hickory wood. They're not talking because they're eating. Oh, hello, and hello, ham. At Giant, we stand behind everything we sell, letting you focus on the important things, like family.
Welcome back to the Grab Bag Round, where anything can happen. Before we begin, let's recap the scores. Jefferson, 385. Banneker Academic, 320. Richard Montgomery, 420. As you know, all of the questions in this round are worth 20 points, up or down. The visual questions are worth 30 points, up or down. And here we go. One of the best sellers, or on the best sellers list for over a year now, is what Michelle Obama Montgomery?
Becoming.
Becoming is right. Some marriages are made in heaven, but the 1810 wedding of Napoleon and Marie Louise was planned by what powerful Austrian Montgomery? Answer? In 3, 2, 1.
Metternich.
Ooh, just got it. I was about to cut you off. To defend Malaya during World War II, the British planned a military operation with what code name, an M-initialed synonym for Toreador? Jefferson.
Matador.
Matador it is. On your screens for 30 points. The crowning peak of the Andes. This is what mountain? Montgomery.
Aconcagua.
Yes, that's it. The discovery of New Mexico's Carlsbad Caverns is credited to a cowboy who saw what small mammals fly out of a hole in the Jefferson?
Bats.
Yeah. Though pardoned because of his help to us during the War of 1812. What pirate? Montgomery?
Lafitte. John Lafitte.
Yeah, that's it. Very good. Choice. Alternating current can be changed to direct current in one direction by means of an induction coil, a diode, or a transformer. Jefferson. Answer?
Diode.
Diode it is. On your screens for 30 points. July 14th, 1914. This was the date a patent. Jefferson?
Assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
No. This was the date a patent for liquid-fueled rockets was granted to what American known as the father of rocketry? Goddard was the answer. Charles Dickens scored a direct hit with what novel in which a dog named Bullseye belonged to a villain named Bill Sikes? Jefferson.
Oliver Twist.
That's it. A pie is cut into 9 equal wedges. What is the angle at the vertex, Montgomery?
40.
Yeah, it's 40. What same name is shared by a huge biblical sea creature and Thomas Jefferson?
Leviathan.
That's right. On your screens for 30 points. A man considered the father of 2 Reconstruction amendments. Montgomery.
Thaddeus Stevens.
Yes, you're right. Nice. Nice jump. The 13th century BC Egyptian ruler who built the massive statue at Abu Simbel. Montgomery.
Ramses the Great.
Yeah, you've got it. Under the pseudonym Paul French. Under the pseudonym Paul French, what 20th century author produced hundreds of literary works, including The Robots of Dawn? The answer is Isaac Asimov. Although the Red Sea parted for Moses, the North Sea was less cooperative for what Scandinavian king who supposedly ordered the tide to...
Knut the Great.
Yep, that's it. Nice, Montgomery. There are usually 119 small grooves around the edges of what U.S. coin? Jefferson?
A dime.
No, it's a quarter. Sorry. Choice. American nuclear physicist Glenn Seaborg was noted for creating what man-made element, plutonium, neon, or magnesium? Montgomery.
Plutonium?
Yep, you got it. The Poker Night was the original title of what winning Tennessee Williams drama? Montgomery.
Streetcar Named Desire.
Stella! Yes, you're right. In 1747, a man named Lord Lovat had the dubious honor of being the last person at what same fortress where Anne Boleyn had perished? Montgomery.
Tower London.
That's it, and that is the end of the game.
People aren't talking about Giant's all-natural Nature's Promise chicken. They're not talking about our fresh, pre-cut veggies or Giant's delicious grab-and-go salads and sandwiches. They're not talking because they're eating. Oh, wow. Yum. At Giant, we carry over 900 Nature's Promise products that we feel good about feeding our families. So you can too. The little things are Giant.
Right now, Blue Cross and Blue Shield companies are supporting the heroic efforts of our healthcare partners on the front line of this unprecedented fight, helping doctors and hospitals get the resources they need, ensuring patients don't have to worry about costs, and making access to prescription drugs easier. Caring when it counts the most, for the health of America.
Zero. The smallest number can now make for the biggest savings at Hyundai. With zero interest for up to 84 months. Zero payments for 90 days. And thanks to Hyundai Assurance, zero worries with 3 years of complimentary maintenance. Leaving zero excuses to not be driving your new Hyundai by Memorial Day. Get a Tucson with 0% APR for 84 months and no payments for 90 days, or get $37.50 in savings. Complimentary maintenance included.
People aren't talking about Giant's all-natural Nature's Promise chicken. They're not talking about our fresh, pre-cut veggies. Or Giant's delicious grab-and-go salads and sandwiches. They're not talking because they're eating. Oh, wow. Yum. At Giant, we carry over 900 Nature's Promise products that we feel good about feeding our families. So you can too. The little things are Giant.
The scores are now official. We begin with Banneker Academic from Washington, D.C. Mar, Rosemary, and Christian, 320 points. From Fairfax County, Jefferson High School, who took their 25-point bonus. Kevin, William, and Karthik, 435 points. And coming back for the semifinal, Richard Montgomery from Montgomery County. Justin, Derek, and Abhinav, 660 points. Awesome. Please watch us next week for another playoff game with the W schools. That's Whitman, Washington, Liberty, and Wooten. I'm Hillary Howard. Really glad you spent part of your Saturday with us. Thanks. See you next time. Come on down, everyone.